Ibukun or Shodipe. Don't forget our topic for today. Our topic for today is mental health in the also age. Why Nigerians don't talk about depression. So today, let's talk about what depression really is. And don't forget, we have a health educator. We have a health educator as a guest that will call in and give more insight about it. So let's start with the basics. We have the word depression. A lot of people, but many people confused it with sadness. A lot of people a lot of people, they don't understand what depression is. They see it as sadness. But Mrs. Ayobami will give more in depth about depression. Let's give a call to Mrs. Ayobami, to our health educator. Okay, before Mrs. Ayobami comes in, don't forget to follow us on our various social media handle: Instagram Overt News, Facebook Overt News, X Overt News, NG, TikTok Overt News TV, YouTube Overt Radio. Good morning, Mrs. Ayobami.
Okay.
Good morning. You're welcome to Overt Line on Overt Radio, to Outline rather on Overt Radio.
Okay.
Okay, our topic for today is mental health and the also age. Why Nigerians don't talk about depression. A lot of Nigerians, they see depression as sadness. A lot of people go through some a lot of things, job pressure, a lot of things that is happening in the country has caused depression for a lot of people, and they see it as sadness. They don't talk about it. So now, Mrs. Ayobami, please help us understand what exactly depression is, and how can a person know they might be dealing with depression.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
The whole know the situation of the country, and even aside that, every problem condition starts from a family. How we get to this thing? Imagine father who has about 3 or 4 kids. What are the at home?
Mrs. Ayobami, we can't hear you clearly. Can you go to where there is more network, because it is
Okay, can
skipping.
you hear me now?
And we can hear you now.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I said there's no problem or situation or condition without a family. Imagine a father who has a wife, 3 or 4 children. Now, who has to provide for the family? One, who has to pay the children's school fees? Who needs to pay the rent of the house? Who needs to settle himself? Who needs to also settle his family where he comes from? Now, think about that kind of a man, and his income is not enough.
Okay.
Or his job or his kind of work he does is not enough. So he needs to struggle and struggle and struggle to meet ends meet.
So how can that kind of person know he might be dealing with depression?
Yes. So if that kind of person doesn't want to go into fraud, or doesn't want to steal, doesn't want to do anything illegal, that kind of a person will have, there's no way the person will go into depression. So now let's now take it back to the community. There's no community without a family. So it is each family, a lot of family compounds a community. So there's no family without a community. Now see, let's see that kind of a man. We have varieties of them. We have a lot of them who go into art work, but their income, what they earn, is not enough. Generally, the country is, I don't know how to put it. Food is expensive, gas is expensive, petrol is expensive, a lot of things. Even schooling is expensive, and we all know children needs to go to school. So now tell me, how does a man like that, how do you expect him not to go into depression? He will definitely go into it. And now he won't want to talk about it. Because talking about depression, talking about what you feel or what you go through, sometimes it might bring about mockery. Now
Okay.
imagine him telling his friends or his neighbors that um I could not cater for my family today. I could not cater for breakfast for my family today. Can you please lend me so money? Some people, they are kind of funny. They'll be like, if you permit me to use Yoruba language, like they'll feel, am I permitted?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so they'll feel like, pẹ̀lú gbogbo pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń package ara wọn yẹn, look at him. So at the end of the day, ó sì wà sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa. So with that kind of a thing, it will feel, don't let me go and meet them, Jare.
You feel more
Well, not
depressed.
now. They'll make jest of me. They'll bring out the mockery out of me. So I don't want people to know my secrets. Let me just package myself. I won't lie to you, Miss IBK. I can't lie to you. Everyone in this life, everyone in this whole country are packaging themselves.
Okay.
They are going
That's
through one thing or the other,
that's
and they
true.
don't have anyone to talk to.
That's so deep to hear. That's so deep to hear. Thank you for this, Mrs. Ayobami. In your experience, in your own experience, what are the common things that push people, especially Nigerians, into depression? You have talked about when there is no job, when there is poverty. What are other things that push Nigerians into more depression? And how, let's talk about the health part of it. How will a person know, yes, I am depressed? Some people will just feel like they are feeling tired. They are feeling life is draining. That they don't know. Most of them don't know they are more depressed. How will they know they are depressed? And what are the things that cause depression? Apart from those two things you've actually mentioned.
Okay. Um, the first question: what are the things, the conditions that leads people to depression? You see, aside from the community issue, the country issue, family issue is also there. You can't be having issue at home and also having issue with your boss at home. And even aside that, you leave home having issues at home. You are thinking, okay, how do I end meet? Now you get to work, you're having issue with your boss again, or probably one issue or the other. Traffic again, you are coming back from work, you are still going into traffic. You can't get home on time. Those things are kind of, they affect the mental health of people. Now, depression, there's no way you will not know you are depressed. So you
Okay.
might be the outside. I'm kind of talking about the outside now. There's no way you will not know you are depressed, but you might not know you are hypertensive. Let me put it that way.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mrs.
Yeah.
Ayobami. Thank you, Mrs. Ayobami. Now let's go to why Nigerians don't really talk about it. Most Nigerians, they're always ashamed to share their thoughts with one or two or their neighbors, even their friends. They're always shy to express their feelings to anybody. So let's go to why Nigerians don't really talk about it. Now let's talk about the silence. Why do we think people are still ashamed to talk about depression? Some even say, don't speak about it. People will think you are mad. Some people will think you're having mental problem. Why do you think some people keep silent? They don't talk about it.
I made a point earlier that most times the reason why people don't actually talk about what they go through is
Okay.
because they don't want them to make jest of them. They don't want people to know their secret. They don't want people to feel okay. Ó ti tán fún, ó ti tán fún. And before you know it, rumors can spread. Before you know it, they will not start saying, Lagbaja, Baba Tamidi. Look at Mr. A, look at Mr. B. He cannot cater for his family. He's going through this in his family. He's going through this in his workplace. He's going through this in his life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And second, people don't want to share their secrets because they believe they can Yoruba will say it's so inu ekuni. So
Yes.
let me just let it be within me and my family. I don't want a third party in my life.
Okay.
And because
Okay.
if 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 they don't have, can't see someone to talk to, and they get depressed, before you know it, they will be hypertensive, and before you know it, their health condition will get worsened, and that's all.
Okay, would they only be hypertensive, or there is other health issue that brings the depression cause in the body?
Yes, there are lots. There is a lot. There is fatigue. There is loss of weight. The person, there's no how you'll be depressed. You won't be able to eat well. There will be lots of weight, a lot of things. There will be sickness. You'll just be feeling sick because you're not really feeling too well. You're not okay.
What about those that go to those that feel prayer is the only thing that solves depression? They go to prayer mountain, they pray, they call their pastor to put anointing oil on their head because they feel prayer is the only thing that solves. Do you think it's prayer? We should leave the medical line, that prayer alone solve depression?
My dear sister, that is the that is the situation where we find
ourselves in Nigeria.
Yes. In short, someone will, there will be a condition that you would know that this condition is only a medical personnel or medical practitioner that can handle this thing. But you see, Nigerians, so we will feel, no, we have to go to the mountain to pray. There are things that work spiritually, and there are things that work medically,
and there's things that we really need to call in the counselor, that we need to, yes, that are really necessary. Yes. Thank you, thank you for that. Thank you for that. How can we strike balance between the faith and medical and psychological help together?
Well, I will just say, get a good family, get a good friend. Talk. You see, you don't. They are aside you seeing people making gestures. Just say it out. Even if they will make gestures of you, say it out. Just know you want to free your mind. Say it out. If they want to make gestures of you, it is their own palaver. It is their problem. Just talk. Find someone to talk to. And like we say, if you know that the job you have or the income you have it won't be enough for you to cater for your family, please. That's why we advise people, marriage, we advise them to involve themselves in family planning. You can't have 7 children and your wife is still pregnant and you're earning 150,000. You still expect yourself to be back. No,
it is not possible. With the situation we find ourselves in the country, it is not encouraging at all.
At all. So if you get a good partner who understands, which you both can come together, talk together, you guys can both work together to make sure the family is okay, then you guys are good. Just get good friends, get people to talk to, maybe your pastor, counselor. You can get anyone that you feel, yes, I can actually talk to this person. But if there's no one to talk to, and you have your neighbor, that please talk to your neighbor. Don't mind them making just to our bed, because health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Ayobami. Let's go practical now. Let's go practical. Let's do the practical aspect. For someone listening right now, our listeners listening right now, who feels overwhelmed, maybe by job stress, maybe financial problem, or maybe family pressure, what can they start doing today to protect their mental health for the benefit of those that are listening to us?
If you have if you're going through, if family pressure wants to move, that's what it helps you. I will tell you.
Can you come again, Mrs. Ayobami?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I said, if a situation wants to kill you, move out of that situation now. So if it is family pressure, move out of that pressure yourself. Move it out. Sort yourself first before you solve the problem.
Okay.
So people that are, if you are going through anything, any form of problem, rather any problem, whether a family issue, work issue, a financial issue, now take yourself back. What is actually the problem? Now this is the problem. Make sure you are okay. Before you solve any problem, make sure you yourself you are okay before you solve a problem. A normal
Okay.
person.
Can you make it practical, ma?
Okay, for instance, um, like I want to say, it is only a normal person that can solve mathematics. You can't expect someone with mentally disorder. You now bring mathematics to that person that okay, oh yeah, come and reason. No, it's not possible. Someone who has family issue, you have issue with your wife, and it is kind of draining you. It's
Okay.
kind of taking your happiness. You have to find the happiness for yourself. Like, take yourself out of that space. Find happiness for yourself. If it takes you to stay away a little bit, I'm not advising people out there to stay away from their family. But if it is something that wants to take your life, that is taking your happiness, find the happiness to yourself first before solving the problem. You don't solve a problem while you are depressed. No, it's
Okay,
not possible.
Mrs. Ayobami, what about rest? Making having enough of rest, talking, communication, doing a lot of exercise, a lot of less social media comparison. Don't you think those things actually will ease mental health stress? Don't you think it can? Because we can't expect someone going to work every day with the road traffic and a less salary payment, and coming back to the family to feed the family. All of that is depression enough. Don't you think if that kind of person is having enough of rest, if that kind of person is moving to things that makes making the person happy, don't you think that kind of thing will make the mental health stable?
That is what I am saying. That happiness is the key. That is just it. Happiness. You can't even go through exercise if you are not happy. If you are depressed. So happiness is just the key. You can't rest if you are depressed. So happiness, it is when you are happy that you can have enough rest. It is when you are happy that you can now feel okay, I want to go for an exercise. And that is why I tell people you don't just rely on your job. The job they employ you to work for or work with can be taken anytime. So
Okay.
that is why I tell people, please and please, while you are working, find a secondary income.
Find a secondary income.
Yeah.
Secondary
Find a
income like.
secondary, yeah, that you can rest, that can help you to be stable. If this is not working, this will work.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ayobami. Many people also think therapy is the only is only affordable for rich people out there. Are there affordable or communities option where people can talk or get help? Because there are some people they feel therapy is for rich people. What should we say about people that can afford to go for expensive therapy? Is there a community that people can speak to ease their mind?
Yeah, you see, for someone to go for a therapy, then the condition will have gotten to some stage.
Okay.
Yes, you can't just wake up one morning and feel okay, I want to see a therapist. No, your condition will have gotten to a certain stage that the stigma in your head can't be removed. You feel no, I am getting insane. So for that kind of a thing, if it is happening to the other people, I don't want to make mention of the poor people. So the other, if it is going through, if they are going through that thing, I feel um there are people that are more than them. That is where they have their pastors. That is where they have their deacon and all that to talk to. And that is why I insist so much that is why churches need to do more. You see, our second place of peace and hope is the church. After your home, the second place for peace and and realization is church, and hope rather is the church. People feel when I leave my home and I go to church, I feel more relaxed and I have peace because I am going to church to serve God. So
Okay, okay. I'm
for every
hopeless.
servant of God there, the pastors, deacons, all those men of God should plead. This is where they come in. You can't come to church and still be depressed. That is where they should come in. They should have people that they can talk to in the church. There should be I don't know how to, an environment that will be set aside for people to talk to.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ayobami. You really said a lot of things. Let's look at this angle again, Mrs. Ayobami. We know we live in a Ozu culture. Everyone chasing money, everyone looking for survival to live in this country, in this life. How does this constant pressure affect mental health, and how can people find balance between chasing success and protecting their peace? You've been saying something similar to this earlier, but I want you to put more analysis to it.
See, my sister, hustling, everyone is hustling, like you said. We are all hustling. And we are just praying to God to just help everyone. Because it is really, really draining. Just imagine someone selling for egg roll, buns. Let's just put it that way. Don't let us go into someone who is working with a private organization or who is working with the government. We have a lot of graduates who have not even gotten a job. Do you know? We have a lot of graduates who are working as vice men. We have a lot of graduates that are doing korope. We have a lot of graduates that are doing many jobs that they don't even wish to do. But because of they need to eat, they need to feed people, their family, they need to do it.
Then how can they balance that with their peace of mind? Probably by resting. What do you say?
Yeah, if that is what I am about to say, that people doing their own jobs, like these kind of people that I mentioned, they can actually work at their own convenient time and find a time to rest. Unlike a person working with a private firm who works 9 to 6, 9 to 4, 8 to 6, 8 to 5, before getting back home, traffic and all that, So some people only have a day to rest. Just a day to rest. And even resting a day, your children will be there. They want you to take them out and all that. So I just feel getting your own job, your own work is the best thing. That is the only thing that can help you, that can save your time, save your energy, save your health.
Getting your own work in what I don't understand. Is it having your own business?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But if it is having your own business, we know there is no sales, and it causes pressure. It causes depression too. When there is no sales, it causes depression too.
And that is where we go into this strong aspect.
Okay, Mrs. Ayobami, I want you to hold on, just stay muted, don't go anywhere. Let's have an interaction with our listeners, please. Hold on, Mrs. Ayobami. Okay. Now this is the time we give our listeners chance. Don't forget to call in on 08169 50 27 40. You can call in on this line, and if you want to follow us on our various social media handle: Instagram Overt News, Facebook at Overt News, X at Overt News NG, TikTok at Overt News TV, YouTube at Overt Radio. So now let's have a myth and facts versus facts. There are some things I want that people do say, and the reality. I want us to know the reality today. Before we wrap up on today's Healthline program, let's clear up few common things people say about depression, because so many of us still believe things like this are simple and they aren't true. So now people say only weak people get depressed. Only weak people get depressed. What about so if only weak people get depressed, the strong don't get depressed? Everyone gets depressed. That is not true at all. It is not true at all. Depression can affect anybody, both the strong, both the weak, both the poor, both the rich. Depression can affect anybody. Even strong people, depression affects them. Successful people in the world, it affects them. It is not about weakness. It is not about how you are weak. It is about being human. It is about being human. It is human. It is about how you feel. And some people say depression is a spiritual problem or a cause. I want us to know something today. The fact is just that why faith and prayer are powerful. Yeah, everyone knows that faith, when you have faith and prayer, when you pray, it is powerful. It works. You might have depression and you have faith and you pray and it works for you. It's clear of your depression, what you are thinking about. It's clear of your depression. It might work for you. But I want us to know today that depression is a real medical and emotional condition that may need counseling or treatment. You can pray and get help. The two go in hand in hand, and that is just it. Some people say strong people don't cry or show emotion. The fact is, everyone needs an outlet. Sometimes the strongest people are those who admit when they need help. When you admit when you need help, you know, yes, you are going through depression, yes, you need help. When you admit it, that is when you know you are strong. It's okay to cry, it is okay to talk, and that is just it. There is the last one is you can just snap out of depression if you try hard enough. Some people made that statement that you can just snap out of depression if you try hard enough. The fact there is, depression does not disappear by force of will. Healing takes time. It takes a gradual process. That is why they say when you go to a therapist, they will tell you this is the time. Healing is a process. It takes time. It takes time. It takes support. It takes some medical care. And that is just it. So if you have ever believed any of these things I said, it is time for you to unlearn. Depression is real, and seeking help is not a sign of weakness at all. It is not a sign of weakness at all. It is a step towards healing. It is a step towards healing. So, Mrs. Ayobami, before we go, what is your final word to anyone listening who feels tired, lonely, or on edge right now? Mrs. Ayobami, what do you have to say to them?
My word for everyone out there who is going through one thing or the other is stay happy.
Stay happy.
Stay happy. Stay with God and believe everything will be fine.
Wow.
Work hard. Yes. And don't forget to work hard. Work hard, stay happy, and believe in God that everything will work fine.
Thank you, Mrs. Ayobami, for joining us today and for all the wisdom you have shared. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ayobami, and this is still Ovich Radio. Don't forget to go out there and like all our programs on all various social media and Instagram on Ovich News, Facebook on Ovich News, X on Ovich News, NG, TikTok, Ovich News TV, and YouTube Ovich Radio. We are glad to have you here. Thank you. To our listeners, please don't remember, Mrs. Ayobami made 3 quotes. She said, stay happy, stay with God, and work hard. So please remember, mental health is not a luxury, it is necessity. Talk to somebody out there, whether it's your neighbor, whether it's your friend, whether it's your pastor. Your pastor will tell somebody. You can get healing from your pastor. Your friend can have a counselor. Your friend can have a therapist that she can refer you to. So talk to somebody. You speaking to somebody, you are easing off your depression. You are easing off your stress. So talk to someone. Rest when you need to. For those that work, when you feel you are having headache already, just go and relax. There's sometimes it is relaxation that you need. You don't need to keep stressing yourself. Sometimes it is not headache. Sometimes it is not malaria. Sometimes it is not typhoid. Sometimes all you just need is relaxation. And never feel ashamed to ask for help. If you know you are going through a lot, you need help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. You can get help from the lowest person in the world. You can get help from anybody surrounding you. So I'm still Ibukun Oshodipe, and this has been Healthline on Ovich Radio. My listeners out there, I want you to stay strong, I want you to stay kind, and I want you to stay healthy inside and out. And don't forget to follow us once again on our various social media handle: Instagram at Ovich News, Facebook at Ovich News, X Ovich News, NG, TikTok Ovich News TV, YouTube Ovich Radio. We don't forget we are broadcasting live right here at Pangrove, Shillon Estate at Lagos. So please Follow us on our various social media, and we'll see you. Join me next time, next week Wednesday again.